Hey everyone, we're doing an account review for BS Smith. His account name is Master Luke. He said he just finished Executor. He's now working on CLS and finishing off his SLKR and Finalizer while working on Jedi Knight Luke and JML Journeys. Also farming for profundity requirements, and he bought all the bundles like Lightspeed bundles and Hyperdrive bundle. So yeah, incredibly stretched thin on his plans, and really it's long ways. That's not bad to have an idea of what you're doing for your account and planning that out, because you have to farm shards and that can take 3 to 6 months, especially for the fleets. But yeah, this player definitely knows what they're looking for. So let's go ahead and look at the stats here. All right, so 4 million. So he now has access. He probably just got 4 million, so maybe or maybe not starting hard conquest with only 2 million in galactic power for characters and 1.9 million in ships. So at 4 million with all the lightspeed bundles, that's pretty good to have Executor. So as far as how I would rate that, I would say Master Luke, you're doing a great job and you have your priorities right. Because I always say you should go for farms that give you more resources, and resources that the number one resource that you should get is squad arena, or I'm sorry, ship arena, so that you can get those crystals in first place every day, which you're number three right now. I imagine you get number one every day as long as you can play and get your payout. So fantastic job. Good job prioritizing that. That's going to accelerate your count and snowball you. Pretty interesting arena team. You're 91 with Imperial Troopers and Darth Vader. So, newish player. So, Squad Arena is going to have some wacky stuff. Okay. So, already pretty interesting. You have Geonosian Spy at Relic 5. And you know what? I personally, I would say I love that. I love that you're investing in Spy, because it's gonna help your fleet. So if you don't have the malevolence yet, but when you do get them, that's going to be an amazing asset to you. As that first reinforcement, you'll be able to destroy whatever ship. So having that at R5 solidifies being able to beat the Watt event, and also it gives you an amazing ship, and it'll help maybe in the future, if you get Pago Omicron, or if you have to clean up a GL or something. That spy is pretty instrumental in the one that pretty much does all that damage. So if you're gonna relic one of those characters, not a bad choice. Your Geobrood Alpha is still pretty weak. I would say still bring all those to R5 if you have the ability to, but with the fleet currency, yeah, and you have the Pago Omicron. So I would say, just right off the bat, hey, get that Brood Alpha, get Poggle the Lesser, get them all to G12, and that's going to do some wonders for you and your account. It's going to solidify getting your Watt shards. It's going to make you more competitive for getting into a guild with getting Dark Side TB, which you probably already are. Because you seem to be pretty goal orientated, and I imagine finding a great guild is part of someone who's goal orientated in this game. So, good job with that. Let's see. Let's see what you're doing. Okay, let's look at your mods. So, um, right off the bat, most of your account is Lightspeed bundles, but you still have the Executor that you farmed on your own. So, as far as like something you're gonna do on your own, that was the way to go. So let's look at these speeds. Piet, your fastest. 316, honestly, for probably how old your account is, that's really not bad. So you got some over an investment in some of these. Like this is overly invested. 3 hits at 11, it should have never been a 6-stop mod. You don't want to overinvest. But these other ones aren't bad, really aren't bad. 3 with 16 speed, that just means that, hey, this had potential. I would maybe calibrate this twice if you haven't calibrated it. If it doesn't hit speed, I wouldn't continue working on it. So I would say if you were at 6C and it hits 3, and you have 3 speeds and it's at, 15, 16, 17, calibrate it twice. And if it doesn't hit speed again, then you just move on. If it hits speed again, then take it to 6B, and if it doesn't hit speed again, then take it to 6A. As long as it has decent potential. But this is a mod that you can still continue to work on. I wouldn't just slice it up right now and waste those slicing materials. You got to calibrate it twice. If it doesn't hit it, then it is where it is, and you just move on with your life and start working on another mod. But if it does hit, then it gives you that opportunity to take it to 6B and 6A to try to get those 25 plus speed mods, which should be your goal for mods, like your high-end mods, getting 25 speed plus. So not bad as far as your fastest character. Let's see, Vader. Crit damage, I like it. Crit damage and a crit chance. I would say get rid of this crit chance. Get rid of it. You can take these. You can give them to another character that needs crit chance. Maybe the Mandalorian. I don't know where your mods are there. I imagine you probably purchased that Lightspeed bundle because you seem to have bought them all. But I would say put a potency set on there. Take this health out and put a potency set in there. And this mod right now, it's a crit damage with health with good speed. Guess what this mod is? This is a speed mod. So the primary doesn't really match the set, so you're no longer going to be able to use that for like a crit damage set or a character that wants crit damage, because they're probably going to want something like offense on the triangle or the cross. But you could also but like Anakin wants potency. So for this is just a speed mod. So you can take this and put it on something like your Piet, or any character that just needs health, or needs speed. And that's what you do with a mod like this. That's just like a mismatched speed that has 25 speed. This is just a speed mod. So put it anywhere you need speed. But take out this cross, find one with potency on it, and put potency there. Take these two out, give them some more potency. Crit chance, he doesn't need this much crit chance. His Merciless Massacre is going to give him insane crit chance. So plus 50% crit chance. He doesn't need more crit chance. He needs a crit damage set and he needs a potency set. Put a crit damage set here. So again, this one's actually perfect for the Mandalorian too. So if you want to shove this on the Mandalorian, feel free to do that, because he needs, every time he crits, he's generating turn meter for himself and his team. So if you want to put this one and give it to the Mandalorian, hey, that's perfectly fine as well. So honestly, most of this is a great arrow. So this needs to be crit damage. This needs to be potency. That's fine. And then these two, the diamond and the square, needs to take those out, and you need to put potency on there. Like, I'm sure his stats are okay, like, but 180, you want to get his crit damage up. His speed's good. His damage is okay. You want more from Vader. He's stat hungry. He wants all the stats, but you have the wrong primary stats on there. So fix your Vader. Okay, yeah, I like it. Tenacity and damage, yeah, not bad. Offense, health. I like a crit damage set or here, crit damage. Maybe you're just lacking in crit damage, but this is fine. This is a work in progress, but not bad. So for this, here's a big thing. You're going to want the Zeta for his Boundless Ambition. You're not going to be able to unlock SLKR. I know you said your goal is to unlock SLKR. You're not going to be able to unlock SLKR unless you put the Zeta on this Boundless Ambition. So you need to put that Zeta on Boundless Ambition, and then you can unlock SLKR. But where Hux stands right now, you're not going to be able to unlock him. So that would be my recommendation. Put that Zeta on him. I know you're probably saving Zetas for SLKR, as you should be, but you need to put that Zeta on Hux. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to even unlock SLKR. Okay? All right, let's look at your Rebels. Not bad. I know you're working on getting your SLKR up, but while you're doing that, you need to get 3PO and 2PO up and running into relics. Those two teams are going to really help carry you in hard conquest, because right now you still have to start planning on how are you going to be doing hard conquest. SLKR, even with his normal startup with is an excellent character for conquest, hard conquest. And rebels, they're gonna rebels CLS is gonna do a lot of heavy lifting for you for hard conquest. So get 3PO and 2PO up and running so that they have the survivability, and then that team is going to do wonders for you. I would say it's probably going to be your foundational team, even more than SLKR, is this CLS team, even at the low relics that they are. So if you can get 3PO and 2PO and C3PO to relic 3, then this team is going to really perform for you at a higher level than what they are now. So you need to do that. You need to get them to relics. Okay. Not a bad account. Not a bad account. So you have Princess Nisa. You said you're farming for profundity, so let's look at your ships. So I get it. Your account isn't super new. Right now, you don't have all the ship credits you need to kind of like work on all these characters. I'll tell you this. Continue working on your ships. Continue farming the stars. Continue farming at least 2 hard node ships minimum. And you're sooner or later you're gonna break through that ship credit crunch, especially since you're getting first every day in fleets. You get that extra 200,000 ship credits a day. It's gonna add up. Plus what you get from Galactic War, and what you get from the fleet challenges. It's that fleet currency, fleet credits is going to add up, and then you're going to be able to build all these up and take everything to 85. So right now you're feeling a crunch as it's meant to be. It's going to be hard, but that crunch, I promise you, will handle itself. You'll push past it. It takes time. So you have to keep every day doing it, but don't worry about it. Just keep building one fleet at a time. You can continue to farm those shards because those take 6 months, but you're going to get the fleet credits and then the ship omegas and the prestige that you need as long as you farm them daily. And then just work on that one fleet at a time, and then sooner or later you're going to have all your fleets up and running, as long as you continue to work on it. And it seems like you're prioritizing ships, and I'm telling you, that's really going to pay dividends for you after you're going up into Bronzium and Erodium, and it's going to push you into Kyber if you have your ships farmed and you can really take out your opponents and having a strong ships defense, and your enemy's not going to be able to clear those ships, and that's going to give you that opportunity you need to win. So continue building your ships, focusing your ships. I see you're nowhere near profundity ships wise, but you're probably just working on the hard nodes, farming them, and keep doing that. Like, hey, plan your farms, work on them on the long run, and you're going to be just fine. But I like where your mind is. It seems like you're a planner. You had the discipline to get Executor up and running. So great job. Continue doing that. I do want to see the fleets on your ships to see how you're running. But if you have these correct, okay. So here's an opportunity. Let's see what these speeds are. 181. Not bad. Is it 180? Please be 180. 180. Excellent job, dude. Excellent job. So I guarantee you know what you're doing with these fleets, because you have the speed set right. That's gonna help with the mirror match. You have their speed set pretty low, which you'll go probably after other executors, and then your Razor Crest is R5, so it gives you enough survivability to survive profundity. So you're doing a great job. They're doing a great job. Let's look. Okay, and you have the TIE Bomber fully fleshed. Or you probably hurting on the ship Omegas. I would if you have the chance, I would get these leveled up, because the TIE Bomber stats are based off his abilities. So you want you want to fully upgrade all your pilotless ships. But this ship is pretty instrumental on beating profundities with an Executor. It's your first reinforcement. You come in, they get burning, you just basic, and then its second turn, it does the burning again. And then that keeps them from not being able to do assists for long enough that you're able to really get things going. So that's my recommendation. Work. And I get it. You're trying to build all these things, and you have to prioritize somewhere. But that's an important ship. This ship, Perfectly fine where it is. Leave it alone. It's doing its thing. I'm sure you're using it in the mirror match. Honestly, this is built up way more than you need, but you bought it through a Lightspeed bundle. Most executors that like rushed executor, we had like a 5-star Ebon Hawk that was really bare bones with really low gear, Karth, Karth and T3. So, and we just had to have it survive one turn, and then it used this one, scramble scanners, and then that's it. That's its job. But now you have this fully fleshed out Ebonhawk. So good job buying the pack and doing what you need to do. But this executor is going to do a lot of work for you. It's going to snowball your crystals. Continue doing that. And I would say, even though right now you're planning on getting profundity, if the new, but before you get your profundity, because it's like a long ways away, if you can farm whatever the next ship is, next year's ship, whenever it gets announced, and they start doing galactic chases for those ships, really go in all in on it. Because if you go executor into that next tier of ship, you're going to kill it with your fleets, and that's going to be really great because that ship will probably be the counter to Leviathan. That's going to be super reliable because that's usually how it goes. With the ship metas, usually they're paired, and the second one is just like a slight better version of the first one. So my advice is, as long as you don't have profundity, and maybe if you did just unlock profundity, go for that next ship, that whatever that next GL level ship is that gets announced in 2024. Go in all in on that one and have that be your advantage, because you'll have SLKR. You'll probably, did you buy the resistance bundle? Hey Rebel, did you buy the resistance bundle? Some. So I would say once you finish your SLKR, feel free and feel free to maybe even go into resistance. Go SLKR into Ray, collect the payout for what you bought for this, and then go for whatever the next big ship is after that. So go. I would say go for since you finished Executor, go SLKR into Ray, and then work on whatever the next GL level ship is released. And if by the time you have your ships already and you want to work on like JML or profundity at that point, I would say do it. But you're really close to Ray. I would say collect the payout for Ray, because SOKR is an excellent offensive GL, and Ray is an excellent defensive GL. So you can go for those, and that would be a good start for your account, and then work on whatever the next GL that gets released. But you're doing pretty good. I really like your account. I like what you're doing. I like that you're planning. So knock that out. Go with that plan. If you want to go with JML, that's fine. But what you need to do, you need to finish that CLS. That CLS team is going to do work for you in hard conquest. I would say just get your geos to G12. Continue working on your actual mods. Finish these Imperial Troopers. Just get them up to Gear 12 too. And if you're willing to take Dark Trooper to R5. So if you're willing to take Dark Trooper to R5, then you just have to take Colonel Stark, General Veers, and Range Trooper to Gear 12. And then that'll give you Challenge Tier 3 for 2 assault battles. So that could be a great plan after you finish your next big farm. So try to fit in those Imperial Troopers somewhere. Maybe not right now, but soon while you're finishing Dark Trooper. And then after your next GL, then finish up these Imperial Troopers to get that Challenge Tier 3. But that would be my advice. So go with the modding advice I gave you at the beginning of this video. Geos, finish CLS, Imperial Troopers. I would recommend big farms, SLKR, into Ray, into starting to work on whatever the next big GL ship is. If that doesn't get launched by the time you finish SLKR and Ray, then continue working on Profundity until whatever it is that's launched comes out. But thanks for having me review your account. I hope you learned something. If you have any follow-on questions, feel free to message me, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you.